All right. Well, good evening, everybody. This is Brian. We're here for Forex Live. Today is Monday, January 13th, and we're going to be going through the use of the daily report to set up our trades for the day or for the week. And also we'll be parking a couple of trades utilizing our software just to show everybody how we do that and how we can use the software along with Forex Joe's analysis that he does every day via his Forex U alerts. So before we get started, though, I do need to let you know that unique experiences and past performances do not guarantee future results. I think everyone here understands that. We know that trading involves risk, and therefore it's not for everyone. We could lose some money that we choose to trade. I think we all know that, but I'm going to pause for just a second, give you an opportunity to read through that, and then we'll get on with our trading day. On Monday nights, this is a very quick class. These classes normally last about half an hour, and then tomorrow is our big day. We're back in the morning for that U.S. and London overlap, and that's when we park some trades live utilizing Forex Joe's methodology with the daily reports, which you're going to see tonight, and the 12-step regimen that we fill out to ensure that we have a consistent approach to the marketplace. So for now, I'm going to pause for just a second, give you an opportunity to read through this disclaimer, and then we'll be back and get on with our trading day. All right, that should be long enough. All right, let's close that down. What are we doing for today? What's going on over here? Well, so what we'll be doing today, actually we can apply a new template. So the first thing we'll want to do when we step into the markets, and we'll want to make sure that we have the right template applied here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and put our template on, which is the Pending Order Pro, or we could also use the FTT Pending Order Pro. That's my preference, is the Fast Track Trader Pending Order Pro. And this has our thermal grids on it along with our red and green lines. Now what we do to place trades is we use this software in conjunction with Forex Joe's trade alerts. So every day, Forex Joe goes through the market, has a look at what's occurred in the marketplace, what's coming up in the marketplace, any potential news alerts, any news announcements that might be occurring, any news that's occurred for the day. Does a full analysis and goes through everything that we should be expecting for the marketplace. And so it's a good idea to read through that every single day. And then he goes on to give us his personal trade alerts. So the trades that Forex Show would most likely be taking, and he lets us know here that we have for the Euro USD, for example, we have a scalper's buy and a scalper's sell. So what we'll be doing is placing these trades here in just a moment, and to show how we use the software and how we can park these trades. And then he goes on, if there is an experienced trade alert, he lets us know what to look for there and how to trade that as well. And we have this today on the Euro USD, the Pound USD, the US Swissy, US Yen, and US CAD, Aussie USD. So quite a few trades here today. Sometimes it's just on 2 or 3. Sometimes it's on more. It depends on what's happening in the marketplace and what we should be looking at. We're not going to cover all of those today. We'll just go through parking trades. Let's do it on the US, the Euro USD, and the Pound USD, and then we'll move on with our analysis using the daily report. So first thing we see here is that for our scalpers buy and sell here on the Euro USD, we have a buy at 36.85, and we have a sell at 36.72. Really tight, very tight range today. So with that said, what we would do is we simply go here, go to our report. Sorry, for those of you that have cats, you know that they typically want to be exactly where you're about to start writing. And I'm just kind of chuckling because my cat today, he's 19 years old. He's seldom even up and about anymore, but today he's just, for whatever reason, determined to sit on my notebook where I'm trying to write right now. So anyway, we have a buy at 36.85 and a sell at 36.72. Looks like we've already moved through that 36.72 area, but we can still go ahead and place these trades. and just to have them on there for posterity's sake. So what we would do is we've just loaded our Fast Track Trader Pending Order Pro, which has the red and green lines exactly like this, and it's got our session indicators as well as the thermal grids for the current trading session. What we're going to do is we're going to move these lines into place and get them all ready for the trades to occur. So what we would do is we grab the green lines here. The green lines are our buy lines. The red lines are our sell lines. So we grab our green buy line, we move that down to 36.85. Now you can either just click and drag it, kind of eyeball it like I'm doing right here, or if you want to be exactly on the money, you can do it another way. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So what I'm doing right now is I just simply clicked and I dragged it down 36.84.9, pretty darn close. I'm fine with that. I'll drag my my take profit level 1 down here, about 5 pips, and then I'll do the same for take profit 2, and then my stop loss. So once we get those set, and all we do, we just double click to select it and then drag it into place or where we'd like to have that set. And once those are there, all we have to do at that point is just simply click move to buy. So we're going to double click to select move to buy, click and drag it, and as you click and drag that that move to buy area here, it will enter a pending order that is now ready to be executed. So now we've got that on. We have an order here parked at 30. Actually, we see it right here, 36.85. We have our stop loss at 36.76, and we have take profit 1 at 36.91. So about 6 pips here, about 10 pips here, 9 pips. You know, that's fine. We typically want this 1-to-1. A little bit light on that. I can move it. Once it's in place, all you have to do is just click and drag the lines, and you can modify that order. You can modify your stop loss, your take profits, anything that you'd like to do from that point on. Now, again, I mentioned that, so we'll do this again for the sell. For the sell side, we have a sell at 36.72, and to do that, we can either just click and drag, like I did a moment ago, or if you want to be right on the money, you can actually select it and then right-click on this red line, go to Trend Line Properties, and here we can enter 36.72. And do that again, 36.72. I did not do that right up here. And voila, it's automatically right where you'd like that to be. So if you want to be right on the money, just right-click and enter the actual number that you'd like to have that trade parked at, and then you're off and running. And again, we just simply grab and drag our stop loss levels and take profit levels. Once those are on, all we have to do is double click here to select move to sell, and then click and drag it, and that order is entered for us as well. And then here we can see where the order is entered at. 10 pip stop loss, 8 pip, 9 pip gain, good to go. Now we typically want to keep these trades pretty tight. We want to keep our stop tight and our take profit tight, because as Forex Joe lets us know here in the report that this may stall the first time in the Asian session. What he means by that is typically these trades are coming out even right here as the U.S. session is ending, and what he typically sees is that these may pull down to a key level and then reverse the first time in Asia, and then maybe later on as we get towards London, it'll actually move in the direction that we're looking for. So he just lets us know that these trades may stall the first time in Asia, so we need to be cognizant of that around what time we actually place the trades and when we park them. So there that is. Really easy to do. Once this trade is on, it's managed by the system for us, so we don't have to keep our eye on the trade or watch out from what might be occurring. Once the trade's on, as long as our computer is in active mode, it's not asleep. The screen can be off, but the computer has to be running in order for the expert advisor to execute. But once this trade is on and we do get to take profit, the system will automatically move our stop loss to break even +1, locking in that profit, ensuring that this trade does not go against us. So it's a great method. We can set the trade, walk away, and let it do its thing. Now, again, let's do it one more time for the pound USD, just to show how easy it is and keep everyone abreast of what we're trying to accomplish here. So let's just do it one more time real quickly, just to show how quickly we can set these. It does not take a lot of time out of your day. It's not time consuming at all. We can pull up Forex Joe's reports one time a day, set the trades, and let them go. So here we go. For the pound USD, we have a buy at 64.01, and we have a sell at 63.82. So again, 64.01. All we have to do is just double click, drag this down, and get this set right where we'd like it to be. 64.01. 6,400. Let's just move it just a little tad here. All right, 64.01. We'll keep that at 10 pips. We'll move that to about 10 pips. 8 to 10 pips Forex shows typically looking for on our take profit one. And then we can do the same here for the sell side. We've got 63.82, which is right about there, I think. And then we can set our sell stop loss, our sell take profit. And again, I'm doing this very quickly just to show that we can, it just takes a couple of minutes out of your day. It does not have to be time consuming at all. So we just simply move these lines, get them exactly where we'd like to be from our maximum risk standpoint, our take profit one, take profit two, and once they're set, all we have to do is click move to buy and sell, and voila, we have an order that's bracketed in on this pound USD. And it might take it a couple of ticks, but once you've moved this, it'll snap back into place and be ready to go as soon as the market ticks over a couple of times. And there we go. So we have 2 orders placed. It just took us a second to get that done. So that's all we have to do. And we'll cover this more tomorrow morning. We have our regular morning training class where we actually walk through utilizing these reports along with the daily report and show how we set up our trades under live conditions, utilizing what's actually happening in the marketplace right now. But to park the trades that Forex Joe gives us in his Forex alerts, that's all we have to do. We take the alert, we interpret it just as we did right now, move our lines, move to buy and sell, and voila, we're in the marketplace. Now the next thing we like to do tonight on our evening classes is just have a look through the daily report just to see what's going on over here, what's happening in the marketplace, and set ourselves up for the trading week. In order to do that, what we do is we pull up our daily report, and we're going to be utilizing this channel information right here. And what we see in our channel information is we have a daily channel, a weekly channel, and a monthly channel. So a short-term, mid-term, and long-term channel. And what we're looking for to set ourselves up for the trading week is to see, do we have certain levels that are in alignment? Are we seeing a number where the daily, weekly, and monthly channels are all lining up? Is there something there, where all these things are? And if there is, if they're all aligning, then that's going to tell us that we have a very significant level of support or resistance. So, for instance, last week, coming into non-farm payroll week, we had a lot of pairs that were lining up right around some very key numbers. Right now, just to kick things off, let's have a scroll. I haven't looked at it yet this week to see, but it looks like not much going on. So right now we have a daily channel, 36.32, and then down here for the weekly and monthly, the midterm and long term, we have 33.29. So keep that in mind. Euro USD, there's no 3 of 3 channel. Probably not a number that we'll see, today or tomorrow. But if this does break down, then 33.29 might be a key level for us, but nothing that we'd be taking today for potential trades. Scrolling on through, pound USD, 60.44 lining up as a key level, weekly and monthly channel bottom. The daily, though, is 62.88, so nothing that I'd be taking right this minute. I'm looking for 3 of 3 channels right now for trades that I could potentially take, today or this week. Scrolling on through, nothing here. We do see alignment, 90-19 on the U.S. Swissy setting up as a nice channel top, but it's not a 3 of 3 channel. I'm looking mainly at the 3 of 3 channels for trades I can take, right now or key levels to set up for this week. So it just takes a couple of minutes to scroll through this report. It doesn't have to, again, does not have to be time consuming at all. Here we see 90.88. So for the Aussie USD, we see 90.88 as a channel top. Big number for us. Daily, weekly, and monthly channels are all lining up at 90.88. So if this is a currency level that you trade, if this is a currency pair that you like trading, then what we could do here, we're currently trading below. We're at 90.31 right now. So what we could do is go here to 90.88, which is right up here. You might do one of 2 things. You could either mark this and put a line here. Maybe you want to make it a line that really stands out to you. Maybe make it a heavy red line, whatever you'd like to do. But 90.88, big number. We also have a thermal grid, a red level thermal grid here at 90.84. So this area, significant level of resistance for us. So what we could do here is we could park a trade. Now with Forex Joe's methodology, what we would say is we say, well, we're currently trading below, and if we do come up to this key level, the first time it gets there, we would expect it to bounce. Now, does that mean it will bounce? If there's an absolute that because Forex Joe said this is a key level that's going to turn around? No, there's no guarantees. But what we do know is that over time, that there is an advantage here, knowing that we when we have a key level like this, where the daily, weekly, and monthly channels are all lining up, that we have a higher percentage of opportunity for this to move in our favor. So all we would do is we can go ahead and line up a sell level here, a sell order here, get keep our stop loss fairly tight, keep our take profit pretty tight as well. And once we do that, we just simply double click. Well, if it'll select for me, and we move to sell. And now we've got an order on waiting for that 90.88. If price moves up there, the first time it gets there, we would expect it to repel off of that because that is such a key channel for us on a daily, weekly, and monthly level. So scrolling on, just looking through. Here again, euro yen, 141.69. Lining up as a very key level for us, 141.69, short-term, mid-term, and long-term channel top. Euro yen, do we have that? Yeah, 141.69. We actually have a thermal grid here at 141.67. So, what we could do here is, again, we could take our line, we could put that in, right about here at 141.69. And if you wanted to trade from that, we could go ahead. Because again, we are trading below, when we could enter a sell order here, giving ourselves a little bit of wiggle room, but not too much. We want to keep our stops pretty tight, and then keep our profit taking pretty darn tight as well. So again, we just simply set the order in, move our stop loss, and take profit into place. Once it's there, all we have to do is click Move to Sell. Come on, you select it, click and move it, and the order's on. Just takes a second to do that. So again, just scrolling through any others that we're setting up. Pound yen, Aussie yen. Here, Euro CAD, if this is a pair that you trade, you can look for a key level here for 1.4831 as a key resistance area, daily, weekly, and monthly. Same on the Swissy yen, 1.48, lining up on the daily, weekly, and monthly as a channel top. Again, does it mean it's going to repel there? No, but it just has a higher probability of occurring. That's a very significant resistance level at this point. Here we also see it on the Aussie CAD, 98.92, lining up as a 3 of 3 channel. And it really shouldn't take you more than about 5 minutes to go through this whole thing and set the trades on the pairs that you trade. Here on the pound Aussie, 1.7955, we're seeing all that lining up as a 3 of 3 channel. Euro Aussie, 1.5040, 3 of 3 channel bottom. So if we're trading above that right now, first thing we would do is we would park a buy order. If price moves down to that level, we would expect it to bounce the first time it got there. Now, one thing tonight, do we have news tonight on the? I think we have New Zealand news, don't we? Yeah, we had. Oh, we already had it. Already had New Zealand news, and we have some yen news that's already occurred as well. All right, so nothing really happened. So again, just takes us a couple of minutes. Run through the report. Look for your key levels. Once you find them, if you identify them on pairs that you trade, you can go ahead and park those trades, just like we did right now. Forex Show's methodology tells us that if we're currently, trading below what's setting up as a key level of resistance, we just go ahead and park a sell at that 3 of 3 channel. If we're trading above it, and we have a key level of support at a 3 of 3 channel, then we would go ahead and park a buy order there. Again, keeping our stops tight and keeping our take profit tight as well, just to lock in some pips, because we know that it has a higher probability of reversing at that point, or at least bouncing before it moves on. Now, again, there's no guarantees. It's just probability factors, as Forex Show likes to say. There's nothing that's 100% in trading. You're going to have winners and you're going to have losers. You're going to be wrong at some point, at least one time. But we do know that using these numbers as they're lining up at these key channels, that we have a higher probability of taking profit on those trades as long as we're locking it in quick. So there you go. That's what we do for the week, just to kind of set ourselves up for the trading week. That's the longer term stuff for utilizing the daily reports, and then we showed you how to park trades using the pending order pro on the 21st Century Forex Trader tools. So we'll be back tomorrow morning, and we'll go through the daily reports again and show how we utilize these under live conditions during that U.S. and London overlap at 9 a.m. Eastern. So there you have it. If there's any questions, I don't see anything popping in right now. So let's go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll see you back bright and early, 9 a.m. Eastern. You guys have a great one, and we'll see you in the morning.